Hey, everybody. It's me, ShandrahFaith. Turn down Kanye for a bit. And I am here, finally, at the Old Alton Bridge, aka the... I don't know if you can see that. And I'm gonna drive in. I don't know why I'm filming while I'm driving in, but we're gonna do that. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here we are. Found a little entrance. This will be cool. Nice. Hear the cicadas. It's a nice, warm August day here at the bridge. Okay, I thought we were gonna see the bridge right away. Okay, I'll be back. Shouts out to July 1988. This is the first time I'm filming one of my investigations, as you have it, and yeah, it feels weird. It feels very Blair Witch. Okay, bye again. All right, here's some benches with graffiti. I mean, street art. Nice, nice, nice. Always nice to see the gooch. Okay, here's the bridge. Yeah. Oh, there's people. Okay, see it a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna take this trail over here. Where that leads. But, yeah. I recently saw the screaming room of the Ghost Adventures episode at this bridge, and I'd like to do some healing for the spirit, the goat man, as they call him. And yeah, because yeah, he died in some unfortunate circumstances, and unfortunate circumstances especially fueled by hate. He was lynched, so it's fueled by hate. And what I think is, I still believe in that energy can't be created or destroyed. So something like a lynching, there's hatred, and hatred is a demonic energy. And when something like a lynching happens, it releases that hatred energy. And so thus a demon energy, a demonic evil energy is created, but it came from the murderers of the goat man. But there has been a lot of incidences where people and women especially were attacked. And I think that now this is just a hotbed for human activity. Hey! So yeah, we're gonna go find a spot. I always say we, but I am being here with the spirits and of course my guides, Mel and Chimsky. Yeah, there's some muddy water. All right, we'll be back again. Okay, so here's a shot of the bridge. There it is. And I'm from Sacramento, so I'm used to the old river bridges. There it is. Exciting. All right, let's see if I can get up there. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this giant moth. He's like really blended. Okay, I guess that's not like the biggest moth in the world, but look how well he blends. I don't know, there's a lot of moths in Denver where I live, but they're not that big, thankfully. But dang, good camouflage. All right, so now I'm climbing this little path to the bridge. Oh, there's some people there. Hold on. Okay, so here is the bridge. I scared someone. So here. Okay, so this is the top of the bridge. It's very warm. Not really feeling anything right now. Really like the colors. Probably be a cool place to take acid, or maybe not. Acid and hot. Look at that little rainbow. This looks like a hippie bridge or something, but this is where it goes. But yeah, actually feels kind of magical and free already. Oh, I love me. Me too. Okay, so let's keep walking down this bridge and see. I don't know. I'm really not feeling anything. It feels really pleasant. I went to college in Santa Cruz and we had little wood bridges and trails like this, so yeah. There's a rope here. I don't know what that rope's about. Ooh. All right, so we have some stuff down here. We're gonna try to see where I can do this ritual without spooking people. I just scared someone coming out one of these trails. And I had to tell them I wasn't a ghost, but yeah. So some more traily trails. Okay, I'll get back to you. See what we're gonna do next. Oh, I just wanted to show you guys this graffitoed tree. It's so pretty, like blue and red. Unless, okay, no, that's not natural. Like, wait, is this a natural thing? It's just so kind of magical. It's kind of like a swampy magicalness, like New Orleans, or it reminds you of like the Princess and the Frog. Look at that. Something got caught in the web. I don't know what it is. It's like another painted leaf. So yeah, let's walk here. It's getting a little like right here. This energy feels kind of a little like congested. Could be the heat, but it could be where the goat man lived. Maybe. I don't know. Like, where would you live? I'd probably make like a tree house or something. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I am now under the bridge, which might be a good place to do the ritual. I wonder if this is where Jay did the ritual on Ghost Adventures, his ritual. But my take on that is that they definitely weren't using satanic magic, or Jay wasn't. But it does seem that he was using, look, there's already a pit. I just brought some cedar wood to burn. But what I was going to talk about with Jay is that he wasn't using satanic spells, but it does seem like he was using ancient spells that probably weren't of, like, I'm saying that this lynching was a racial crime. He probably was using old pagan spells, which originate from European countries. So it wasn't satanic, but it was fueling all of the evil energy from the lynching, is what I believed happened. And so then a lot of weird stuff happened to the guys on Ghost Adventures, and I just feel like the devil didn't have anything. They weren't conjuring the devil. You can just put out energy with spirits and anyone can use it. Just free energy is basically what I think Jay was creating. It was just a thing of energy, but the goat man, possibly named Steve, could have been offended by this because it was powering everyone else too, and it was of magic from European descent. So what I'm going to try to do is release and heal through using I'm just like, it's so weird talking about race and rituals and spirituality and stuff like that, but I think that given the circumstances of Goatman, there is a need for a racial spell, I guess, something more of the lines of, I guess, non-European pagan or Wiccan spells. And my spells are kind of just off the cuff, really. I think that, oh my gosh, I'm hearing these children. So these spells, I brought my two goddesses, my two brown goddesses, Oshun, who is one of the voodoo goddesses and one of my faves. And then we have Pele, who is the fire god in Hawaiian culture. So we're going to try to use that divine feminine healing to release, I don't think we can fully release the Goatman, but to ease the pain that he's going through, I guess, so that maybe in the future he won't attack people. And especially from the attacks of women that I've heard of, it just seems like he's trying to reach out to people, but the anger and the demonic energy that is formed around this area is haunting him. I mean, ghosts can be haunted too by things, and that's kind of how they stay stuck. So we'll check it out, see what we're gonna do, because I feel like I'm gonna freak people out. But I didn't bring any candles or anything. I just brought some sage. I didn't really want to light up a whole forest fire. But yeah, this is like, generally my feeling now is just, there's a little hesitancy in this area. I can feel that there has been, a lot of like witchcraft spell activity. You can feel it in the air. It's kind of like, for me, areas like this that have high like ritualistic activity are, it kind of feels like people set off a bunch of fireworks and you see the firework remains, the little canisters, and I can feel that energetically, if you will, about how people use this. And it reminds me of Santa Cruz, where kids like to hang out here after dark. No one wants to come out here after dark. But yeah, I also want to do this ritual in the daytime, first of all so I can see, and second because we want the healing energy of the sun. And it was actually beautiful out here in Dallas. We're in Denton right now, which is great. I love that song, Best Death Metal Band in Denton by the Mountain Goats. Best ever. So yeah, let's see if we can find a spot to do the ritual and just kind of release this energies, because I think there is still also beautiful energy because people are coming here to visit the bridge. They're interested in the afterlife, and it's interesting to see these families here just kind of checking out the old haunted bridge. So yeah, let me see if I can find a spot and then we can continue on with our ritual. Okay, so it's funny how I was just talking about ritualistic energy is, it kind of feels like people left their old firework containers, and look what I found. Frog fireworks, Alma fireworks. And it feels that way. You can feel the energy that people, I can feel the drunk kid energy, the fear. The fear energy isn't that, maybe at night it'll probably come up more. That's why there's more activity at night. It's hard for darker forces to be out in the light. The sun is just so powerful. So yeah, just feeling that energy, but yeah, still nothing too negative. And maybe because I'm coming in here not angry at the Goatman. A lot of people have been attacked by the Goatman, so already there's fear, which creates anger and aggression if you're defensive and stuff like that. But right now I'm pretty open, and I just, you know, want to heal someone who had something really bad happen to them and who is possibly still haunted by this, and thus creating more aggression. You know, hate begets hate, and you know, we can work through it. We can work it out. All right, I'll see you in a bit. I want to show you guys this fuck you. I think it looks so beautiful. It looks like I love you, but fuck you. I think fuck you is a term of endearment, but that's beautiful. So I think I'm just gonna do it here where there's a pit. It's kind of, someone manufactured a nice little bench right there too. So let's do this. I don't think anyone else is here. I really like, there's so much myth around satanic worship over here that I don't want to freak out families when they, because you know what the thing is that witchcraft is not Satanism, but people think it's the same. So yeah, I mean, it is conjuring. It is, you know, I probably light candles and invoke things, but I mean, I'm not sacrificing anything. I'm sacrificing any dark energy, but I don't have it. Okay, so let's see if we can set up here and just see what we can do over here. All right, I just want to show you more graffito because it's really cool here. Oh my god, oh my gosh, I forgot there's spiders here, giant spiders. That's cool. I feel like, hi, just showing you guys some more graffiti out here is pretty cool. This is amazing. I feel like it's like the apocalypse and you're just like putting back all the things. But I actually moved over here because I don't think I want to do it over where there is an actual pit, because it does feel like there is a lot of ritualistic energy over there. So I can see, I think as long as I can see the bridge, we can send the energy. We're not that far from it. I mean, you can send energy across the world if you want. But I also wanted to show this, where did this pentagram over here. It's from the other angle, it's upside down, but from this angle it isn't. And the pentagram is actually used like in tarot for the idea of material abundance and wealth, you know, the coin. You know, the pentagram itself is not a satanic symbol. It's more about the positioning of it. Just like the Nazi symbol is actually, I think, a symbol for peace in Indian culture, but it's backwards. Something like that. So a symbol itself is usually just rotated a certain way to represent the satanic powers. Since I'm a good witch, I'm going to go in from this angle and see. But yeah, there's still like a couple people coming in. Kind of feels a little Disneyland, where there's just people come and see. And I don't think doesn't seem like there's too much poltergeist activity right now at the moment. But that's good, so that there won't be interference with the healing I'm going to try to do. So let's go down there. Okay, so here we are in the spot. I think it was kind of cool. I think that's a 21 over there, my lucky number. The X, and then we have enter. Now, this is, oh my gosh, someone just drove off the bridge. I'm from Sacramento, so like there has been this problem of people jumping off bridges. It's a problem. But jumping off bridges like these, where people would get, it wasn't deep enough, so their legs would get stuck in the dirt, the silt. Oh my gosh, it looks so nice, actually. I didn't bring my bathing suit. Do you see him? He's over there. Where'd he go? Well, you heard that. I think you saw the splash. Oh, there.
Alright, Daddy.
It's like filming a bear. I'm going to film this because we're at a very steep angle right now, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, so I've decided to film here, at the entrance. And we'll just like try to look at that pentagram like a different light, but I'm not going to use a pentagram. It seems like it's been used. But yeah, let me set up. Ooh, it's nice and sandy here. I hope there's no ants. Okay. Okay. Hey guys. Like my hat. Because I'm in Texas. Okay, I'm going to set up the ritual. And it's kind of cool. There's these kids who are jumping off the bridge. So maybe I can, hold on, let me fix this. Okay, hey guys. I'm gonna figure out how to do this ritual where you guys can actually see it, but I also wanted to set it up over the bridge and over these kids jumping off the bridge. But let's see what we can do. Okay, hey everybody. It's me, ShandrahFaith. If you haven't noticed. So here I am at Goatman's Bridge. I was supposed to burn the sage, but I think that might freak people out, and I forgot my lighter in the car. So that's the universe telling me, like, you can have it. That's what I'm telling, I like to tell you guys too, is that you don't have to burn your sage. Well, this is actually cedar, not sage. You can just keep it around with you. Some people like to carry that, like some sage to protect them on flights and stuff like that. No, they won't take away your sage. But yeah, you don't have to burn it. That's what wreaths are about. And just having plant spirit, you can still invoke that. I found this cool stick. But so yeah, like I said earlier, I don't usually work with pentagrams. If I do make a pentagram, I like doing a heart in a pentagram, but most of the time I'm working with a heart or heartogram. I think a heartogram is different. But so yeah, so we're putting in, it's like a human heart. It's pumping out love for that and healing the energy, the traumatic energy. That's what it is, because people get affected by traumatic energy and traumatic events in their life. So that's what we're trying to heal right now, is the pain and suffering that Goatman has felt, and what has been really activating negative energy when people come in here. So let me introduce you to the goddesses I brought today. We have Oshun, lovely goddess, water I believe she's my water goddess because she has water right at her feet. But you can do your research into her. And then I usually like putting these rings that I got that has Ganesh. You should see that, Ganesh, and the snake, because that's I have a snake on my arm too, and I have a pet snake named Captain Corn. And I think snake energy has just, the snake itself has been in so many mythologies that I think snakes are just really powerful creatures. That's why they're so frightening to people. Then we have, again, cedar sage. You can look that up. But I really like this smell of cedar more than sage. Some people don't even mess with sage because it smells weird to them. It's like different tastes, different smells, So cedar sage is what I go to. It's not actually sage. It's just it's something you can't sage, or what's it called, smudge. So and then this is Pele. Pele is the goddess of fire and lava, I think. What does it say? Oh yeah, it does say the fire god. Can't even read that. So yeah, we're just healing that energy. I would have liked to burn it, but since we don't have a lighter, I'm not going back to the car. Yeah, we're just trying to heal the energies of Goatman and just have him live in his power. He seems to really like the this area. If this is where he used to live, then that is what's going to be happening at that time. This is his area, his residence, and a bad thing happened to him. It's even if you die in your own home, it's really that energy is stuck with you. This is his home, and this is taken away from him by the people around him. So we're just trying to free up that energy and clear it up so that people can come visit here, because I do feel a really nice energy in this bridge or around this area. It's a warm feeling. It's nice to visit here in the summertime. It's not too bad, but yeah, we're bringing in these, I call them goddesses of color, just to heal this energy, because yes, it was a racial crime, and we want to heal that because there's a lot of negative energy, as we've seen currently in racial crimes, hate crimes of any kind. There's going to be a negative energy that is created in there. So what I like to do in my ritual, since I'm also a tarot reader, tarot oracle card readers, I brought my Halloween oracle deck, and just because we are trying to commune with the spirits and just kind of see what rituals or blessings we want to invoke or issues we want to address. And the Halloween oracle is great, because to me Halloween is every day for me, since I speak to the dead, and that's what Halloween is about, is really a moment where the veils are lifted and we can speak to the dead. So every day I'm living in between the veils. But this is pretty cool with the people jumping in there. Okay, so let's shuffle these oracle cards and kind of see where we're at here. But yeah, and then I have the rose quartz for, rose quartz is usually used for romance and self-love. So here we're admitting that self-love and love, like red is for passionate sexual feelings, and the pink stone, the rose quartz, is used for that, invoking that, because that's what we want. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of aggressive energy, and that has been piling up over time, because those residual energies do, yeah, it reminds you of like sedimentary rocks that have layers, and the energies of different events that happen, different rituals that have happened here, are all stacking up on each other. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to so what I like to do also is work with the power of fluids, which I've learned from voodoo and hoodoo and brujeria, where we you use liquids to purify. So I'm just gonna drink some water, and then put some for me. That was my first. And then I spit it out to kind of cleanse that energy, because I don't have any salt and stuff like that. But I found this is more effective. What I've also found is great is salt from the Great Salt Lake in Utah. You can, at the gift shop, you can just get pieces of salt that they've collected, and you can buy that. Or you can find, a lot of the rocks have, I have a rock that just has these like white stains on it from the salt. And so that's like, that salt carries, so that's why the Salt Lake is also very haunted. It carries both this protection from darker spirits, but it's also a conduit for spiritual activity, good or bad. And so then I don't like look up my spells. I kind of wing it. And I just, from my research of like different spiritual, cultural things, I come up with my own rituals, like my own flavor of ritualistic spells. So here I'm gonna pour out this beer. Usually it's liquor. For spells, just kind of. I see it as like an appeasement to the dead spirits who were human ones, and just being like, here's a beer. We're gonna share this together in this ritual as we heal, and just like as friends sharing. You each have a beer, but there it goes. So I'm just gonna pour it out here around. Oh God, I'm so bad at pouring this. So you pour it around the heart like this. Oh. Okay, I don't think it has to be perfect, but I'm kind of a perfectionist. But yeah, so there, we've closed the circle. And we're pouring this out to you, Goatman or Steve. I think I'm not still sure if Steve is actually his name or if it is like a demon. I believe demons give off names because they don't have like a normal name. They're probably like unpronounceable by humans, but yeah, he could. But I'm just gonna go with, like, since this was a human name, and it seems the evidence points that the Goat Man is the person that's attacking and haunting people here. It could just be that I feel comfortable calling him Steve since it's been happening so many times. I would have the ghost detector, which we're used to seeing, but I only brought my phone, so I'll try to bring something that we can do the ghost detector on, because that would have been very interesting. And maybe I will do a ghost detector session and then just post the words that popped out here at the bridge. That'd be cool. So that's the cool thing about the ghost detector app that I have as well, is that it will keep all the words in a word bank that you've received during your session, and then you can just download that or screenshot it and have that for your files. It's just like easy ghost investigating. But I warn you, these apps are a really easy way. It's kind of like if you use these apps without any like protecting yourself or just signaling to the spirits that you're about to contact that I only want to talk to the spirits of light. I know there's some of you who want to talk to demons and stuff like that, but if you readily allow them, because I still say, like, I want spirits of the light can only come in, this is protected space, and try to do all these like protectionary, I don't know if that's a word, precautionary things, so that you don't have a demon coming into your phone, which is something we use a lot, and then transferring into you. It's kind of like a virus. And protection spells are rocks and goddesses and statuettes and plants that have protective energies. And then I have all of these bracelets with all different kinds of rocks. Turquoise, I feel like, I'm a Sagittarius, so turquoise is the stone, is considered that stone. Some people consider that stone as a Sagittarius, so I like that. But it's also, I feel very protected. I've heard that turquoise is a very protective stone for spiritual energies, from spiritual energies. So yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna have a drink with the Goat Man. I don't think he minds being called the Goat Man. But maybe it's just nice to have people who just want to talk to him and not immediately get angry at him for releasing his anger on them. And again, I don't know if it helps that I am a woman of color and it's not a white person coming in and taunting them or aggressively angering them, because it seems like he has a lot of anger against the white race because the Ku Klux Klan lynched him. So we're here to heal that and understand that if he wants to move on, he doesn't have to guard this bridge for the rest of his life. But if he wants to, he can be a malevolent guardian instead of a malevolent. Oh my gosh. It really reminds me of like in a fairy tale, one of those troll bridges, or the story Billy Goat's Gruff, right? The goats that tried to cross the bridge. But I don't think this poor man was a troll. He was just a person who lived here who had goats and then had to endure terrible circumstances of death, right? So we evoke the spirits of the light to come and heal Goatman, possibly named Steve, and we are just going to allow him to be free of this place and understand that there is love for him and that it is not what he deserves to have died in that manner. It's not, this doesn't need to be his hell. He has a choice. We can lift his spirit and he can be free. He can come back here. He's not like expelled from this place. It's just that there is pain. I feel that there's pain in him and that you can release it and this can become your paradise. And that I feel like this spirit, the spirit of the ghost man, anger and rage against what happened to him, which was so terrible. It was such an injustice. He does not need to carry that anymore. He does not need to attack people here because that's the only thing he knows to do, but he has a choice. He can be the guardian of this bridge. This can still be a haunted bridge. Spooky things can still happen, but it doesn't have to be malevolent. He can be the guardian as he wanted to. If this was where he was raising his goats, then he can still do that. He doesn't need to be aggressive and angry, because I believe that ghosts and spirits can feel pain. They do feel pain. And that it's still, even after you're dead, you still have healing to do. And that's the incredible journey that we have as souls. So let's draw some Halloween oracle cards. And see what we can get for our goat man, right? But yeah, still not feeling anything. I kind of feel his presence, like he's listening, but he's kind of afraid, like I'm gonna do something that can hurt him. So he's just watching and waiting. So let's do a reading on him. Let's do a reading on the goat man with our Halloween oracle cards. I really like this sand. This sand is actually very nice. It's just so grainy. It's like brown sugar, light brown sugar. That's very nice. So, I'm getting sand. I'm just gonna have sand. I live in Colorado. I'm not used to sand anymore. It's just in my cards. Well, now I always know to bring like a cloth. Like, oh, that's why witches have like cloths that you can put down, like a mobile altar or something. But that's fine. We're here, a part of the earth. Having a Bud Light with goat man. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. What guidance do you have from the other realm for goat man Steve? Sounds like a wrestling name. Steve, the goat man, goat herder, bridge guardian. All right. Woo! Beautiful. Okay. So we have 3 cards. Let's see if I can just move these up here. Yeah, these are so beautiful because they're not just like Halloween cards and not just like red and orange. It's like there's so much to deal with speaking with the dead. It's a whole new realm, right? Or realms. Lots of realms. So first we have the apple, risk and reward. Check that. It's red like the bridge. Beautiful heart. Winter. It's the sacredness of passing. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful message for Goat Man. The sacredness of passing. That honor your passing. No matter how shameful it was to die in the way you did, you honor your death. And maybe there wasn't anyone to honor it. So now we honor your death, Goat Man. We honor your death and what you've been through and the injustice that has happened to you. You deserve to live a life in heaven. And I don't believe heaven is a place. It's a state of mind. for when you pass. So right now, he is in a sort of hell. He is in a hell, and the bars are his own rage, because it's enraging what happened to him. Things like that should not happen. We shouldn't kill people for the color of their skin on their own land. What happened to those goats? Those goats were probably very sad. Whew, see, I'm already, there it is. I'm feeling his energy, that anger, that really angry energy. So let's work on your winter, goat man. And then skull of flowers coming through the ashes. That's where we want you to be, goat man. We want you to be coming through the ashes, being that phoenix. You've been through the fires of hell. It's been so many decades, and you're here, and it's not fun. You probably have Satan dropping by, fueling in your rage, and you just see all these drunk kids out here disrespecting you. But there is some sort of beautiful energy here. It's so strange. It's like kind of weaving in and out of the negative energy is this nice energy, which is great. We have something to work with here, people. We have a string, we have a thread to start making that outfit. Okay, so let's start with Apple, risk and reward. So we have sweetest icon, risky red desire, poison and freedom, tempting hearts afire. Apples have been a symbol of Samhain for a long time. Apples, when cut in half, have a seed pattern that looks like a pentagram. Oh, it does. Oh, I love that. And also, apple seeds have been known to been used in love spells. So I have like a love pouch where I put 7 apple seeds and one of those magnets, those letter alphabet magnets of the person you're thinking of, the person you want to send the love to, and I put that in there. I think I also put cloves, because cloves, I think it's cloves. Star anise, not cloves. Star anise is shaped like a little heart too. Is kind of shaped like when you cut an apple in half down this horizontally. If you cut an apple horizontally, you'll see the pentagram in the apple. Bobbing for apples, a game traditionally played at Halloween, has its origins in the Samhain festival and is one of the oldest associated with this celebration. The traditional way to play is to place 3 or 13 apples into a barrel of water, and the game is to try and bite an apple whilst it floats and bobs in the water, in case you didn't know what bobbing for apples was. Hands must not be used, and people often compete with each other, bobbing at the same time. It is believed that the Romans brought the custom to Britain, and there are quite a few images recorded through art of the activity in both cultures. It was said that unmarried women who placed the apple they had bobbed under their pillow would dream of their future husband. In Newfoundland and some parts of Ireland, even today, Halloween is called Snap Apple Night. Candy apples, apples on a stick covered in toffee, although not quite as popular now as they once were as Halloween fare, are now making a comeback as a fun and simple treat to prepare on this night. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos from ancient times to modern. The story of the poison apple in Snow White, to the Roman goddess Pomona's magical apple tree, to the Christians' tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternately, are you risking too much too often? Refer to the introduction for information about the Celtic Winter Festival in which lie Halloween's origins. Okay, so your first piece of advice, Goat Man, is you feel like being a benevolent spirit is risky. You're risking, you feel if you're nice to these people, or if you become a benevolent spirit, the injustice is forgotten. But forgiveness isn't about forgetting. I don't believe in forgive and forget. It's about recognizing the past and letting it go in the way that you're letting it go to just, so it doesn't burden you anymore. But you don't forget. You let go, but you don't forget. And that's where it is that you can transform injustice into something else. You have a choice. You have a choice with injustice. Injustice, you can either fight back with sword or pen, whichever way, just keep fighting. And then another choice, or you can actually do both, fight and forgive, which is, I think that would probably be a better thing to do. But yes, there is a risk to the reward. There is a risk that you can be hurt again, because these spirits who have died in these traumatic ways, in these traumatic murders, they're stuck in that. Especially people who had no idea it just came on suddenly. And it's like all you have left is that trauma, is that anger from someone taking your life from you. It's unconsensual, obviously, and it creates rage from both parties. And then again, especially in a racial motivated injustice. So let's look into your winter, goat man. The sacredness of pausing. What is that about? The winter. The winter is kind of like this, coming from the ashes as well. This is the hibernation period, the time where you go within and you emerge in the spring like a flower. So let's learn about winter. Lightly I step, for the earth falls asleep, a lullaby to rest and pause, the soul's secrets to keep. Death is frightening, even though, or perhaps because, it is inescapable. However, as we move into winter, we know it's signal a literal and metaphysical death. In some parts of the planet, the extreme weather means snow and ice buries all life, and the ground lies fallow and still. In winter, the earth slows down and there is less light, and often more wet weather. Many plants die back, many animals are less active, and traditionally it was a leaner, more difficult time for those who worked on the land for their living. Winter often brought with it the end of a life cycle, a figurative or literal death. Should the winter card appear to you, it's time to let what no longer serves you die away. Where it seems natural and right to let things that have been bothering you for some time die back, take real action to change those things. Anything that is superfluous, extra, and burdensome, release it. More releasing, goat man. So you've been attacking people and letting your rage go, and then you're still in the same place, like in a hamster wheel. So it's time to take that winter of your life. It's time to go into your fall, and then slowly, I think maybe actually in literal winter you could do this, because probably people aren't going to be coming out here, not like in the summertime where it's nice and warm, jump in the muddy water. And in winter, that is when you can find your solace and connect, because I see no reason why ghosts can't meditate. They can't do the same mental exercises that we do, because now it's all mental. There's no physical. It's all mental now after you're dead. So I guess I'm telling the government, you gotta meditate during winter. Wait for the winter season. Fall and summer is not the time to hibernate for you, obviously. It is really nice here. It's like a nice river bend, and the energy is just not scary to me. And I know I don't usually get scared of ghosts or things like that. But it seems like the myth is scarier than the actual energies here. I don't know exactly at nighttime how it's going to be. But from what I've seen, it does get worse in the nighttime. But that, again, is from the negative energies that happen, and which I believe started from the murder that happened here of the goat man. Okay, so finally we have Skull of Flowers, which is beautiful. It reminds me of the coat of many colors, but it's a skull of flowers creating through the ashes. So what are we here to create? So it's like you take the choice. You ask yourself, do I risk the reward? Should I try something different? And if you do decide to do that, goat man, you first have to cocoon in the winter, meditate, and figure out what you want to do next with your life after life, which is a great book. I'll link down below. There's so much life left after life that Goatman has been experiencing decades of harassment, basically, and he just thought that this is his lot in life, is to attack people on this bridge, be fueled by these negative energies, and it's the negative energies that killed him. So it's just unfair. It's just like it just has injustice written all over it. So yeah, I come here with Pele and Oshun to heal your energies, Goatman. As women of color, we heal your energies. We heal it for the injustices that people of color feel and have gone through, just like you. And we want to bring your space back to you. If this is where you want to spend your eternity, we want you to be happy. We want you to guard this bridge, haunt this bridge in a magical way instead of a terrifying way, is what I would like for you, Goatman, if I was your caregiver. Okay, so Skull of Flowers. Take another drink for you. Okay. The skull of many flowers. Okay. There's a lot of skulls. Okay, Skull of Flowers. To blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune, it comes. Before flowers are born, they are sweet buds on a plant that came from a smaller form like a seed or a bulb. These seeds needs prepared. The seed needs prepared, nourishing soil to grow to its potential. Some plants and trees only seed after fire or a period of extreme adversity like drought or flood. Sometimes we wish for a life different from the one we have, and that can mean radical change. Sometimes to have that new life, everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationships, or they may change. We might lose a job, have to move house, or become ill. All big events that lead to a reassessment of the how of our lives. The Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from, so we can build what we really want, rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. Hooray! What else? I think that's all I have so far. So yeah, it's just about Goatman making a choice and understanding that there are I am leaving healing energies with you to work with, and so are the goddesses, and I want you to use that. Build a home here. Build a beautiful home. Spirits, ghosts can manifest as much as we can, and probably even more, because they're out of their body. You can manifest your world, basically, is what I believe that a ghost can do, is manifest a perfect world within this world. You're not in this dimension, that's why people can't see you and you're dead, but it can be here. It can be here. You can be a guardian of this bridge, which I feel like I've sent here to you. Just be that guardian. And just, like, I love that this bridge is still here. I hate when people take down old things to make, new cookie cutter houses or another Starbucks or something. It's like, we need these places so we can come here and feel a sanctuary, feel connected to the past, and jump in the water if we have to. So that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for stopping by here with me on my trip to Dallas. or in Denton now, but to Texas, I mean. And yeah, it feels good. It really feels good to be here and just be able to bring this different kind of energy to Goat Man. And to be here, it's really beautiful, actually. I like it. It reminds me of Sacramento. It's a river city, too. So, I might do a little more exploring here. So, yeah, just kind of see how it goes. I don't think the sun is going to set for another hour or two. So, yeah, we'll just breathe in that energy. So, thank you so much, guys, for dropping by and hanging out with me and Goat Man. And I'll let you know if anything else freaky happens. Okay, bye. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys this beetle that's moving this. I don't know what this is, but he's moving it. I think it's just one more little sign of resilience that we're giving to Goat Man. I was like, that's a really strong ant. Oh, but it's a beetle. I've seen those National Geographic dung beetles. I know how strong they are. Look at that, he's using his back legs. So yeah, perseverance. That's what the beetle can be about. So yeah, beetle spirit, please help help our Goat Man. All right. Just want to show that to you guys. Okay, bye. Okay, so I only got the one word from the ghost detector from my session with it, and it just said reference. So I don't know what the reference is, but then I looked up and found this big dick energy, got the R. That's really funny. But yeah, I love this graffiti over here. It's a wrap up. So, okay guys, thank you for joining me here for this little conversation with Goat Man. And let me see if I can come out here and, oh my gourd, where am I going? Let's go get a shot of the bridge real quick. There you are, bridge. So yeah, there you go. All right, bye guys. See you later. See me at my channel for some new vids and new destinations, possibly. So yeah, I'm always enjoy lifting the veil with you guys. Bye.